it's satisfying to watch these miracles unfold every day in your house. It's gratifying to have a relationship of care with a being and to be rewarded for your efforts by its flourishing. You know, as a child, I was always fascinated with the symbiosis between the clownfish and the sea anemone. But the reality is that all of us have that relationship with other creatures. It may not be as colorful to think about how essential bacteria and plants and animals are to our own continued existence. But the reality is that we all live in that way. We all depend on all of these other creatures. We cannot live without these other creatures. I never set out to collect carnivorous plants. I never set out to, I never had a goal to assemble a bunch or anything like that. It was just something that happened. You know, they overwhelmed me, and there was nothing I could really do about it. My name is Mike Wilder, and I'm a biocollector. Most people think that when you say carnivorous plant, they think of the Venus flytrap. They assume that that's the only one, and if they're told that there are others, you know, they assume that all of those plants have some kind of dramatic motion like the Venus flytrap, and that's in most cases not true. You know, because it suggests this kind of animal nature, because it sort of bridges, you know, the distinction that we kind of make between these sort of quasi-beings, plants, and these sort of full-fledged beings, animals. You know, I think that it really sticks in the mind. So easy to walk through a mall and ignore the sort of the potted plants that live there, and to not recognize that they're alive. You know, it's difficult for us to appreciate beings that live in a slower time than we do. I think that's part of why it's so easy for people, including me, to not recognize a plant as a being, you know, as a fellow traveler. But for me at least, my experience with carnivorous plants was that they demonstrated to me, you know, as I lived with them, that they were my compatriots, and that they struggled as I did, and that they can't be surpassed in any of our endeavors, you know, just in the way that they are. If you ever doubt that plants are alive, and if you ever doubt that plants have powers that surpass our own, all you have to do is take a Drosera capensis from South Africa, which is very easily grown. Take some scissors and cut off its leaf, and lay that leaf flat on some suitable soil, and keep that soil wet and provide light. And you'll watch that leaf wither and turn brown and appear to die. And what will come from it is an entirely new plant. It's a perfect clone of the plant from which you cut the leaf. And I can assure you that if you cut off your hand and lay it in some dirt, you will only see it perish. Plato thought that the world, the world that we see, the world that we experience, is just illusion, and that we can't actually have knowledge. We can't get knowledge from studying that world. And Aristotle said, no, the study of nature is the study of the beautiful and the fine. Knowledge can be gained by studying the world. If you can appreciate that claim, as an original idea, as a powerful claim that says we can have access to the beautiful, we can have knowledge of the beautiful and the fine by looking at the world. I think that is, I just think that that's a great thing to say. I would like for us to be reawakened to the sense that we're surrounded by the beautiful and the fine. Living in company with these beings, watching them change, watching them grow and reveal their flowers is a profound thing. And certainly for me, changed my life in countless ways, because it forced me to realize that there's something amazing here, that there's something beautiful here that, classroom biology never conveyed to me ever. That what's going on here is astounding, and that we can scour Mars or any other planet for 1,000 generations. But what we have here is incredible.